Police reforms inspired by 2006 MPA are important to address lacunas in the system. Hello and welcome to Inventiva. This is Palak Yadav presenting to you today's big news. Big organizations sustain for generations calamities, emergencies, and extraordinary circumstances because the system governing these organizations is robust. Similarly, a nation-state is an organization that is governed by a system called constitution, which has various arms like police, legislature, bureaucracy, defense services, administration, etc. If a single system runs in the entire country, governance and administration becomes an easy task because every sector of our country is related to each other. According to Bernardo Mulier, any public policy fails because elements of public policies interact in a complex system. These complex systems are made of diverse agents which are connected via networks where they interact selectively following simple rules. But lack of centralized control leads to unpredictable pattern uses, functionalities and structures which leads to failure. Hence, any planning fails if it lacks centralized control and does not take the non-linear nature of policies into account. The government realizes this anomaly and has been integrating the country into a single system. The government has introduced one nation, one ration card, one nation, one registry, and one nation, one election. The government, by doing so, realizes the complex web of interaction and what an integrated scheme can achieve across the country. Different rules of governance in every state increases paperwork, delays important decisions, hinders business and transportation, etc. If the government wishes India to jump on the ease of doing business index, it must integrate systems across the nation. While integrating systems across the country, local demands have to be taken into account so that centralization caters to local needs as well. Nobel Prize-winning Indian-American economist Abhijit Banerjee also believed that creating plans and policies that fulfill the requirements of a particular region are the need of the hour. What works in Bihar may not work in Kerala, but a balance has to be struck between managing local needs and creating centralized system so that country runs smoothly. Policies have to refrain from favoring a centralized rule too much and must also refrain from favoring regional characteristics. The same is required for the police systems. Since police and public order fall in the state list, the centre cannot do much via legislation. Every state has its own rules and regulations for police via a different police act. In nature and spirit, every police act complies with the Supreme Court direction on police reforms on 22nd September 2006. But analysis of every police act in all the states has shown that these acts only give legislation cover to the existing arrangement and judicial directives are not implemented. In simple terms, it's all talk, no show. Since no central directive was present to guide the police laws, every state has its own version, violating the Supreme Court's decision. Advocate Harish Salf has filed a contempt petition against state laws on failing to fulfill basic minimum requirements in accordance with the constitutional guarantee as directed by the Honorable Supreme Court in the Prakash Singh case. Supreme Court suo motu could have issued contempt notice against the state for non-compliance of directives on police reforms, but surprisingly, it did not.